My name is Kelly Winters. I'm the Executive Director of Workforce here at the College of Southern Maryland. And I've been here about 11 years, and this ceremony for these folks has progressed at a rapid pace, and this is one of the proudest accomplishments of ours. So I'm going to take some time now and tell you a little bit about the ceremony and a little bit about the significance of the pins and the coats that we're about to bestow upon these candidates, and ask you to help us celebrate with them. This is officially our Health Career Readiness Recognition event. We are here today to celebrate the accomplishments of all of our completers right here in the front from a variety of healthcare programs in the Division of Learning. We're recognizing students who completed our CNA-GNA, Certified Nursing Assistant, Geriatric Nursing Assistant, Clinical Medical Assistants, dental assistants, phlebotomy assistants, and for the first time, veterinary assistants, because we all love our animals and they need health care provided for them too, nutrition coaches, medical laboratory technicians, and health information managers. That is a pretty extensive list. So as we get underway here, I want to welcome and thank any members of the college's Board of Trustees who are here with us, and welcome and thank and acknowledge Dr. Murphy, Dr. Redmond, for their undying support as we progressed through this event. We also want to take a minute to recognize the team of program coordinators and the faculty members for these programs that are located over here to your left, and thank them. I just want to take 1 minute and share with you how important these careers in healthcare are. There are 22 million workers in the healthcare industry today. It's by far the largest employment sector in the United States. And it's expected to grow by 16% between 2020 and 2030. That's an addition of 2.6 million new jobs. You guys are definitely in the right place at the right time. And we're looking forward, as a nurse, I'm going to tell you, I'm looking forward for you guys to come in to healthcare and show us what you know. I'm really excited, if you can't tell, to celebrate this evening. Everyone's worked so hard. It's been, years for some of you, several months for many of you, and a lot of new exposure and new things to learn. And I hope that you approach your career in healthcare and these new roles with passion, empathy, and a continued love of lifelong learning, because in healthcare things can change so rapidly. Come back to us if you need more. We want to see you again, and we want to hear from you. So tonight we're going to be recognizing students, and we're going to be giving out pins and lab coats. So let me just share with you the significance of those, okay? This event provides us with an opportunity to highlight the critical need for our healthcare workers within Southern Maryland. Whether students' interests lie in caring for humans or animals, the CSM Health Pathways provide access to a career in healthcare and health professions as a member of a collaborative healthcare team. Doesn't matter what you're going into, healthcare is all about collaborative work as a team. This evening, as part of the long-standing tradition, our completers will be receiving recognition items that symbolize entry into their chosen health field. The presentation of a pin represents the career field recognizing the hard work that it took to complete your education, and is a way of pronouncing that you are ready to serve society as a healthcare professional. These pins are often inspired by such things as the Maltese Cross and the Red Cross, and symbols that date back to the Knights and the Crusades. The pin is a symbol of welcome and acceptance into our profession. In addition to pins, our medical laboratory technology graduates receive a white lab coat. Does anybody know the story of the white lab coat? I'm going to give you a summary, but I'm sure Tiffany and her group will be able to share a little more. Originally, physicians performed laboratory tests themselves to aid in how a physician diagnosed a patient. Can anybody in this audience imagine what it would be like to have a physician perform a laboratory test nowadays? So we've come a long way. Diagnostic accuracy began to rely heavily on testing results. And accurate testing results required a dedicated set of professionals who needed to run those tests. The medical laboratory technician became a separate profession in the mid-1800s. And medical laboratories became the standard in hospitals in the 1920s. The length of a laboratory technician's white coat signifies that their diagnostic authority and the origin of their profession. Isn't that kind of cool? I thought that was very cool. All of our completers will also be receiving their certificate to commemorate this milestone. The pins, the lab coats, and the certificates are used to recognize everyone here tonight as ready to jump into your chosen careers. We're going to get started recognizing these folks, and we're going to start with our continuing education, workforce development, and healthcare programs. And the program coordinator is Ms. Sarah Butler. And I'm going to let her mention a few words, and then we're going to start calling folks up.
Thank you so much, Kelly. As Kelly said, my name is Sarah Butler. I am the healthcare program manager for our workforce development courses. Tonight, we recognize these students for their hard work and dedication in their individual programs. This pathway is rigorous, completed in a very short time frame, and some of the courses require 100% attendance. However, tonight it's not only coursework being recognized. A career in healthcare requires far more than book learning and theories. It demands communication and critical thinking skills, empathy and emotional intelligence, being dedicated or being detail-oriented and adaptable, but most important, having a servant's heart. Anyone choosing a career in the healthcare field finds out quickly they are entering a very selfless profession. So, for their hard work and dedication, and for their intentional choice to serve others and our furry friends, we are so thankful and so very proud of these students. So without further ado, let me introduce to you our completers.
Our clinical medical assistants. You ready, folks?
If I can have the clinical stand up.
McKenna Gallagher. Angela Joyner. LaKenya Sankey.
Congratulations. Thank you.
And our faculty member, Miss Jamie Smith. Our certified dental assistants. Jacqueline Adams.
Congratulations.
Erica Dionisio. Our veterinary assistants, please rise. Woo! Faith Bryant. Serenity Campbell. Jamie Cousins. Catherine Coronado. Josh Fletcher. Melinda Hammond. Lillian Holland. Stephanie Mateo Hernandez. Nicole O'Sullivan. Jacob Preston. Heather Roberts. Jennifer Rodriguez Coronado. Candace Rowe. Peyton Towns. Jason Williams.
Congratulations, Candace.
Malia Wilson. And our faculty recognition, Tracy Stuhler. Sarah.
Thank you.
And now I want to introduce Petita Readiness, and she's going to do the nutrition coaching program completers.
Thank you, Kelly. Good evening. As Kelly stated, my name is Petita Rentz, and I am the program coordinator for the Wellness, Fitness, and Sports. This evening, we'll be honoring our nutrition coach completers. These students have completed our WFS 1401, which is our nutrition and weight management course. This course has provided students with a comprehensive understanding of nutrition and behavioral modification in order to apply these skills in helping others to manage their weight management and learn a little bit more about nutrition. This course provides students an opportunity to sit for a national exam with the National Academy of Sports Medicine. It is one of the highest certifications for a fitness professional or someone wanting to go a little bit further into nutrition. So without further ado, will the nutrition coach completers stand? And we had a number of other students that weren't able to be here this evening, so. And we have Lynn Williams. Congratulations. And again, we had a number of students that weren't able to be here at the last minute, but I do congratulate all of the completers that have completed this course. Thank you. And now we'll turn it over to Tiffany Gill, and she will be speaking about the MLT technology.
Hello, everyone. Welcome. Can I have the MLT students, graduates, come up and stand over by the ramp, please? So what we're going to do is we're going to bestow their white coats on them for the first time, and they are their dress lab coats. So we do wear lab coats in the lab to protect us from infectious disease analytes and organisms, but we aren't allowed to wear that anywhere other than just in the lab for infection control purposes. So we are going to go ahead and do that right now. So the first graduate or prospective graduate is Mr. Cameron Burgess. All right. Our next prospective graduate is Ms. Kayla Carlisle. Last but not least, our MLT Outstanding Graduate Award recipient, Ms. Carly Fessel. So the reason they're still standing up here is because as part of our white coat ceremony tradition, we also say the pledge to the profession to make sure that everyone who goes into the profession realizes the gravity of their choices and the decisions that they put forth and their results on patient health. So please repeat after me. As a medical laboratory professional, I pledge to uphold my duty to patients, the profession and society. By placing patients' welfare above my own needs and desires. Ensuring that each patient receives care that is safe, effective, timely, equitable, and patient-centered. Maintaining the dignity and respect for my profession. Promoting the advancement of my profession. Ensuring collegial relationships within the clinical laboratory and within our patient care providers. Improving access to laboratory services. Promoting equitable distribution of healthcare resources. Complying with laws and regulations and protecting patients from others' incompetent or illegal practice. Changing conditions where necessary to advance the best interests of patients. Congratulations. I need to also introduce the Health Information Program Coordinator, Ms. Gandy Hoon.
Thank you all so much, and again, very much appreciate y'all coming tonight to celebrate our healthcare career-ready completers. This is awesome, very exciting. As Tiffany said, my name is Candy Hume. I am the program coordinator for our medical coding and health information degree programs. Very excited to be able to recognize our candidates this evening. Many of you may wonder, what's health information management? Well, we're kind of that behind the scenes, back office function. I always say the joke is, we don't have the cool tools and get to do any face-to-face. We are not hands-on with patients, but we're where the money is. So HIM is responsible for the revenue generation for healthcare. Some of the functions include medical coding, which means when you go to the doctor, you got to get that billed. So we put that medical language into codes for the insurance company to then pay the doctors and the facilities. That's just one facet of HIM. We also do a lot with patient privacy protection, pretty big deal. Dealing with making sure that the person who comes into the hospital is the person who says they are and their records all match up. That's us too. We also collect some data that managers across a hospital or healthcare organization or insurance company use to generate how many nurses do we need? How many people are we going to need during this high census time? During the COVID time that we hope we're moving out of, we were instrumental in gathering some of that data that gets used, that you see splashed across the news, and how many people have passed away. A lot of that's driven by the information in HIM. So pretty exciting. Our candidates can work in hospitals, in doctors' offices for insurance companies, regulatory bodies, government agencies, throughout state, federal, and nationwide. Our candidates for HIM completion have an exciting future ahead. The completion of this program, which they've been almost 2 years, and our recent program accreditation here at CSM allows these candidates to sit for a national certification, the Registered Health Information Technologist exam, the RHIT exam. This is the second highest nationally recognized exam for HIM. This lets industry know that these students are ready to face the challenges of the HIM world now and in the future. These students have completed a course of study that includes classes in medical terminology, pathophysiology, anatomy and physiology, medical coding, statistics, and they have revenue cycle management, and they have recently completed clinical practicums at a local hospital. The students can expect to find work in the various areas I mentioned. They can be a coding lead or supervisor, an HIM specialist, a generalist, an HIM lead, a supervisor, billing clinician, or manager. At this time, I would like to ask the candidates in the Health Information Management program to stand and come forward. Our first candidate is Skylar Barrett. And our next candidate is Lauren Fawcett, who is also our Outstanding Achievement Award in HIM this year. And Lauren recently passed she already has a certification, she passed the Certified Coding Associate. And I have the distinct pleasure to introduce our Associate Dean for the School of Science and Health, Professor Turner Coggins.
Well, good evening. Thank you. I like that enthusiasm. When I was listening to Candy talk about all of the things that you have to go through to get where you are, it's quite an accomplishment, to say the least. I teach anatomy and physiology, and to see some of your students outside of their box is heartwarming, to say the least. Yesterday, I taught the first A&P lab in face-to-face mode in a couple of years, from 0830 to 1350. That is one long class. So I have a couple of hats that I wear. I teach anatomy and physiology, and also have a ministry. So I can teach for a long time, or we're up under this nice tent. And those of you from Southern Maryland can appreciate old-time revivals. We can do that as well. But I really commend you and applaud you on your accomplishments. And here comes the rain, so we might as well stay here for a while. But again, my name is Turner Coggins Jr., and I'm the interim associate dean of the School of Science and Health. And I'm from Southern Maryland. Grew up right in Pomfret, off 227, right around the corner from what used to be Joe's store in St. Joseph's Church. And you have accomplished something really great, and you know that. And we are very proud of you, and I applaud you, and I think others should as well. So I'm honored to make these closing remarks for this most auspicious occasion. As a former college pitcher, whoever's closing needs to get in and get everyone out as quickly as possible. Unfortunately for you, this is not baseball, but I will be brief. In light of the last couple of years, the opportunity for us to gather in one place at one time is indeed grounds for celebration. When we couple that with the acknowledging of your candidacy for Health Careers Readiness, this is an achievement that we are all proud of, knowing that you have persevered in spite of obstacles, setbacks, and circumstances. You are to be commended for selecting a health care path that has the potential of affecting lives for the good wherever you might venture. Hopefully, it will be here in Southern Maryland, but if not, the community that you serve will be richer in health and should feel confident in knowing that you and your level of preparedness is exceptional and your commitment is uncompromised. Wherever you go, you will do well. I can make this statement because you and I have something in common. One, we both have been privileged to work closely with the most phenomenal group of educators imaginable, that being your CSM healthcare faculty. And second, beyond the corridors of this campus, someone, somewhere, had assisted you in getting to this point. I can speak for myself. If it were not for my educators, my community, and the people that I work with, there are a lot of things that would not be possible. I used to come to this campus as a kid because my parents felt that this was a safe place for me to come. And when I filled out applications to go to college, I did it in not that library, but another library, because they had selector type typewriters. You don't know what a typewriter is, or a rotary phone, or a black and white television. But if you made a mistake, you didn't have to start over. And there were people in that library who would help me fill out these forms. And I'm just a kid from the community that rode his bike over to this campus to get help. So you will each be performing a challenging task that is not intended for everyone, and you will do great. The last thing that I'll mention is this. When a career so heavily centers around helping and serving others, make sure that you are open and willing to receive help when you yourself are in need. And I say that not just to you, but to any and all of us here. In order for the vehicle to serve one well, it has to be properly serviced itself and frequently serviced. Traditionally, when I'm asked to provide closing remarks, they are usually in the form of a benediction. So as not to part from my past, I sincerely pray that each and every one of you will forever be protected in the purposeful work that you do. Thank you for all of your coming here. Thank you for your accomplishments, for your hard work, for your dedication, and for your perseverance to do what you've done. I ask that everyone has a safe trip home, and thank you for being here.